you must first take it apart and unravel its secrets. Only then can you build something better. The process is called reverse engineering, and in the near future, corporations will rely on it.
Mathematics as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, fractions, percent, geometry, algebra, all that stuff. And my claim is that mathematics has to do with patterns. Day-to-day definition of mathematics that I use every day is the following. First of all, it is about finding patterns. And with a pattern, I mean a connection, a structure, some regularity.
It's a dream, sir. See, I remember it happened like you just said. And then I don't.
Rules that govern what we see. When we throw something up in the air, it falls down. Why? We're not sure, but we can represent this with mathematics in a pattern. Just do an experiment. Just play around with some straight lines. This is a straight line. Let's make another one. So every time we move one down and one across, and we draw a new straight line, right? So we do this over and over and over. And we look for patterns. So this pattern emerges. And it's a rather nice pattern. It looks like a curve, right? Just from drawing simple straight lines. Now I can change my perspective a little bit. I can rotate it. And then have a look at the curve. You know, what does it look like? Is it a part of a circle? So I have to continue my investigation and look for a true pattern. Or perhaps if I copy it and make some art, well, no. Perhaps I should extend the lines like this and look for the pattern there. And let's make more lines. Zoom out and change our perspective again. And then we can actually see that what started out as just straight lines is actually a curve called the parabola. And I claim that when you change your perspective, and if you take another point of view...
Do you believe in God, sir?
Father, I simply believe that religion...
I did not ask if you believe what man says about God. I asked if you believe in God.
You learn new about what you are watching, or looking at, or hearing. X plus x equals 2 times x. This is a very nice pattern, and it's true because 5 plus 5 equals 2 times 5, etc. I've seen this over and over, and we represent it like this. But think about it. This is one of the most beautiful equations, and it simply says that, well, two things, they're both negative.
But do you have dreams, sir? No, not these.
Let's take a number. You know, we know 4 thirds. We know what 4 thirds is. It's 1.333, but we have to have those 3 dots. Otherwise, it's not exactly 4 thirds. But this is only in base 10. You know the number system, we use 10 digits. If we change that around and only use 2 digits, that's called the binary system. It's written like this. So we're now talking about the number. The number is 4 thirds. And we can write it like this. And we can just change the base, change the number of digits, and we can write it differently. So these are all representations of the same number. We can even write it simply like 1.3 or 1. It all depends on how many digits you have. Or perhaps we should simplify and just write it like this. I like this one, because this is 4 divided by 3.
Write it all down. You know, like every night. Right when I wake up, try to get it down. It doesn't always come together, you know. Not everything that I can remember.
I can take a grid. If it's 4 across and 3 up, this line equals 5, always. It has to be like this. This is a beautiful pattern, 4 and 3 and 5. And this rectangle, which is 4 by 3, you've seen a lot of times. This is your average computer screen, 800 by 600 or 1600 by 1200.
Maybe you should go to the VA hospital, talk to one of the doctors.
I bet the doctor's man.
Okay.
I'm just a little stuck, sir.
See 2 circles, and I'm going to rotate them like this. And observe the upper left one. It goes a little bit faster, right? You can see this. And it actually goes exact 4 thirds as fast. And that means that it goes around 4 times. The other one goes around 3 times. Let's make 2 lines and draw this dot where the lines meet. We get this dancing dot. And this dot comes from that number. Right? Now we should trace it. Let's trace it and see what happens. This is what mathematics is all about. It's about seeing what happens. And this emerges from 4 thirds. I like to say that this is the image of 4 thirds.
I'm an academic. My mind tells me I will never understand God.
And your heart?
Tells me I'm not meant to. Faith is a gift that I have yet to receive.